I want to welcome you all to our first Shoebox Night here as we launch our campaign for the new Convivio Center coming in 2019. What does that mean? Several of you are not familiar with our organization. My name is Tom Cesarini. I'm the Executive Director of the Convivio Society. We're a nonprofit organization in San Diego preserving all things Italian. And what we're doing tonight is we're launching our campaign through our auxiliary, Little Italy Heritage Commission, to preserve the historical narrative of the Italian community. You don't have pictures? That's okay. This is a social event. I want you to come. I want you to see what we're doing. I want you to learn about everything that we have going on in terms of our programs and our initiatives. And one very important one is, this just happened with support of the Little Italy Association, which runs the neighborhood here. They manage the Little Italy neighborhood here. We will be taking over Amici House over at Amici Park. So that's going to be our new event and cultural center just up the street. And we'll be doing a grand opening there probably in 3 weeks or so. And it will serve as our cultural center for the community. Now our 2019 campaign is to launch the larger center and to really bring that vision home to San Diego. We have a great Little Italy, but the Italian community has no home. And that's something the Italian community members have always aspired to. And that's what we've been working on for several years now. So I want to just welcome you. I want you to, as in true Italian form, doing with a glass of wine in my hand. You have to do that. Enjoy the food, enjoy the beverages. I do want to express my gratitude to our volunteer committee. Without them, this wouldn't have happened at all. So join me in a round of applause to them. We have board members here, we have donors here, we have our volunteers here. This is what community is all about. And you're here. And it's important that you're here to learn about what we're doing and to engage in sort of this way of celebrating all things Italian. We have information at the front tables for you about our organization. Also on our scanning station as well. My business cards are there. You can email us, call me directly. Any questions I can answer for you. Anybody have any questions now?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
About the pictures,
yes.
Should we email them, bring a copy? Or?
What we like to do for the preservation efforts is to scan them at a certain resolution, so that if something happens to the original picture, we can make a copy for you. So we like to actually scan the physical image, and that's why we're having the shoebox nights. And one very important aspect of the shoebox nights is if you're associated with a community group, we will come to you. We can bring this to your group. We can also come and make it convenient for you. We published 2 books already on the history of the Italian community, and those were done going door to door. So we have mobile laptops and scanners. We can come to you and scan them. But we will be holding more of these, not only for the pictures, but to engage. Engage in community, to socialize, to learn about what we're all about, and just really have a good time. So you can email them, that's great. You can get those images online, because we have the archives online. But we like to do it a different way for the preservation efforts. We also work with UCSD, so we have a physical repository at UCSD Library. So for example, if you have an original image that you want to contribute, the original can get housed at UCSD. We make a digital copy for our archives. So that's why we have a certain procedure that we like to follow. Does that make sense? Anybody else? Another question? Nobody. It's too quiet.
Make some noise.
Some noise.
Thank you.
If you're not on our mailing list, please join our mailing list, because we will be sending something about our Amici House opening up in a few weeks. And that's going to be, again, our new event cultural center. As a stepping stone to the larger cultural center, and again, we have, if I'm not mistaken, Little Italy has been announced as the best Little Italy in the United States.
That's right.
But we're missing that cultural component. And that's what Convivio tries to bring to the neighborhood and to all of San Diego with our initiatives and our programs. Questions?
Will shoebox nights travel? Go on the road, church groups, other organizations,
Yeah,
and
just
bring it
mention
to the people?
Absolutely. Just mention that. Your name, I'm sorry.
Maria Teresa.
Nadia, she asked a question about scanning the images, and I mentioned if you have a group, we will come to you. So we can replicate this and come to you, and that's what we're looking to do. Knights of Columbus, Chris is one of our commission members. He works with about 4 or 5 groups, and we're planning on going to Knights of Columbus, Italian Catholic Federation, House of Italy, taking this out to them, making it even more convenient, and scanning there on the spot. Good question. Okay? Food, wine. Everyone's too quiet. This is not the Italian way. Start throwing things. Bocce, our home, Banco Umberto, our home, the Amici House, is located right next to the Bocce ball courts. Umberto Falcone here. Raise your wine glass. There you go. He's in charge of the Bocce Club. We'll also be working with him, hopefully to provide some Bocce ball lessons. We want to do that again. And it's going to be a really cool place. Also important. Here's the church. You've got Washington School up the way. You've got the new piazza opening up. And you've got the Amici House next to the amphitheater in Amici Park. So it creates this sort of cultural hub there. It's going to be a really cool place. So again, get on our mailing list, grab a business card, call me anytime, and I can answer more of your questions. More questions?
Convivio 2019 Cultural Center, or their goal to lease a building or buy one?
For Convivio 2019, our goal, Plan A, is to buy our own building. We were located here, we ran the center here for 2 years, up the street on India Street. We were leasing that space. Unfortunately, the building sold, we had to move out. So what we'd like to do, discussing it with our board of directors and with the community, is buy our own space and create this large center again. We'll see how that works out. If it works out to lease a space, we'll explore that as well. But we have a rendering of the new space on our site. We've got some great things if you go to our website, and it's going to be a really, really long overdue center. It's going to be very, very cool. Very, very hip. More questions? Again, I want to thank the Little Willie Association, and we have one of their board members, Lou. Wave your hand. Lou has been knocking on that door for quite some time, and he made that work. And so the association was generous enough to donate this house. We have an agreement with them that we can use it as our interim home. And we're going to be having events there and programs. We'll be scanning images there. It'll be our heritage, visitor center, and event space. And we'll be conducting all our programs there. Anthony.
What type of cultural events?
Language classes, wine tasting, mixers, lectures, film, music. Everything we did at the old center, and I understand that a lot of you weren't familiar with the old center, will be taking place there, albeit on a smaller scale. It's a smaller home. But there's a little outdoor area. We have the inside we can do a lot of things with. For example, on a Saturday morning, come down, have a free cup of coffee, grab an Italian book, hear some music, hear a lecture, talk amongst friends, bring your pictures, and we'll scan them for you. And just engage in community. That's what Convivio is all about. Convivio, the word itself, means uniting, coming together. And that's that gap that our organization is trying to fill. We have a lot of clubs and people doing various things. We're about coming together and really, really, really celebrating all things Italian while spreading goodwill and camaraderie. And that's what we do. So I want to thank all of you for being here. Again, thanks to all the commission members. I can't emphasize it enough. This wouldn't have happened without their support. And just to clarify, the Little Willie Heritage Commission is a committee of Convivio. The umbrella organization is Convivio. And you can find this on our website, conviviosociety.org. All the information is on our table. Charles.
I know you mentioned this in other meetings, but when will the video archive capability on Little Willie Heritage be available?
What we're doing now is we're asking for photographs, documents. We have started oral histories, so we do that as well. We want to capture as many oral histories as possible. And we have several. They still need to be uploaded to our sites, but they are preserved and archived. So we would, you have an interview you'd like to grant with us, we can do that too. We can do that now. And we have that capability. We've already done many. And just to mention Lou again, Lou was interviewed for a couple hours. I got his life history. Great story. And the beauty of what we're doing here is, even if you're not from San Diego, we all share similar stories. I can guarantee our stories are all the same. And those differences are interesting as well, but the similarities are even greater. So it's an Italian community archive. It's not just San Diego. We want to really capture all of it. Anybody else? Thank you to Father for the use of the space as well. Our Lady of the Rosary. Thanks to the donors again. And one more time, because I can't say it enough, the volunteers really made this happen. And Melanie is the chair of Little League Heritage Commission. She's behind the bar where she always is. I don't know what that means. I just figured it out. And one of our board members is here, Charles Parisi, asking the hard questions, of course. I would want it no other way. Appreciate it. And Jim Briganti, I want to point out Jim. See that picture right there? That's Jim in the 40s.
I grew up.
That was the space. That was the space of our old center. We had for 2 years. Morrissey Manufacturing Company. We were in that space. No coincidence. And Jim served as a docent at the old space, and I hope he will serve as docent at our new space. Back to twist your arm, I hope not. Does a great job. Jim does his own presentation. It's a multimedia presentation on the history of Little Italy and the waterfront. How many groups have you spoken to? I'll let the man tell it himself.
This will be the 11th year, and I've spoken to about 330 programs to over 12,000 people. And the best part is I don't have to solicit. They come to me.
And I'm sure Jim will be doing that presentation at Amici House. Great resource for us in terms of the history. So again, coming together as a community, there are a lot of resources out there. For those of you that brought pictures, thank you. For those of you that wanted to come and just hang out and see what we're doing, thank you. That's really important. And we welcome you to our Amici House, and please go on our mailing list so you can find out what's going on. We're roaming around. Our volunteers have badges. They can answer questions for you. You know who I am. Come talk to me. Please come talk to me. I'd love to chat with you more. And anything else that I forgot? Charles, of course. We're set on the date. That's right. Another important announcement. We'll throw it up right now. May 31st is Italian Heritage Night at Petco Park. We've got a really great program planned. Get on our mailing list because this is going to be out of this world. We're going to use the cliche, knock it out of the park with this. Absolutely.
Fine here, are we on your mailing list?
Yes.
Everybody's been talking about how great the food is.
Yeah.
So I was wondering if you share everybody with you.
Oh, he's here. Good. Giuseppe, come here. Hey, kid. Our chef. The chef. Giuseppe Monaco, Cucina Caprese. Great friend. I called him. I said, I'm having this event. You have to figure something out. We did a lot of things at the old center. I hate to mention the old center again, but you know, there's history here. And we're going to be doing a lot of things at the new home. And get on his mailing list. This guy's fantastic. You already said you like the food. He's just great. And we did at the center a limoncello making class. Tell him what you did.
Yeah.
This is
So I
important.
mean, I'm from Capri, the island outside Naples. So for us, the limoncello is another really traditional, typical thing that we generation to generation we kind of like play with it and things like that. Every family has their own recipe and things like that. So I love to share that with the people, friends, and so we can. Well, last time what we did is we totally made it from scratch. So each step by step, you know, with lemon to peel it, put it in the alcohol, sugar things, and everything like that. See how the chemical reaction comes from the alcohol with the lemon rind in and put the simple syrup in it, it gets the color of the limoncello where it is. So that was a lot of fun. So very good. And then also, you know, with the pizza, this is a very ancient traditional thing. You know, as anybody knows, Pizza Napoletana was born in 1886 with the Queen Margherita when there was three Sicily. So we still doing the same way, exactly the same way. You know, the same kind of flour, the same kind of San Marzano tomato sauce, the same kind of fior di latte. That's what we chose to do that pizza because that's one of the oldest pizza that really became famous. Before that, there were other pizza without mozzarella and tomato, but very interesting. So that's what it's all about. Try to keep the old culture together. You know, it's like a little bit of time is going on. I don't see many young, you know, we now need to try to figure out how to bring the new blood in, you know what I mean? So that would be nice, because it's nice to share you've been around for a while, then tell the new people how it was this beautiful picture. I mean, I have an old picture like that of my mom and my grandmother, things like that. My grandmother used to make chestnut in Capri, selling chestnut in the street. So much fun to see those pictures. It kind of reminds you how really you grew up with things like that. So that's great. If you guys can bring more younger friends, I mean, pretty much everybody has a nephew, nieces, and things like that. So to really show what the really Italian culture is. Yeah. And please speak with them in Italian, because that's a lot of people. I'm from Italy. I started speaking Italian from there. And they're like, oh no, that was my grandfather. I'm like, so you didn't speak any Italian? They're like, well, they know you, because when the old time they used to come in, people, we used to like to blend in. I mean, the old Italian people, they used to like to blend in. So they used to, at home, they used to speak English so that the kids, they can blend in. Instead, now it's the opposite. Everybody wants to speak Italian because it's cool. So, and that's the thing. So, bring the new friends over, okay? Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for your time. Awesome. You do a great job.
Next time, I mean,
Yeah.
what's the
What? I'm good.
Put a suit on.
Like you? One of us have to do something, right?
Yes, you're right.
Enjoy, guys. Thanks so much.
I've taken up too much time. Get back to the food, get back to the drink. That's how the Italians do it. Thank you for coming.